Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, what's up? My name is vianney.strick. Thank you so much for being here. As you guys can see by the title, today we're testing out so many products of One Size Beauty. This could have been like a full face, but I'm missing like 2 products, but it's a lot of products and a lot of first impressions, so I'm super excited to try all these products out. I hope that this video is helpful, and I also hope that you enjoy it. If you do enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to join my squad. Let's get into it. I am so excited. I think that, this is just my opinion, I feel like One Size Beauty by Patrick Starr has got to be like one of the most successful influencer brands. He's literally at Sephora, which is so amazing. So yeah, I'm super excited. I've only tried a couple things from One Size, and I actually have liked them all, but today we're going to be trying a lot of it. So let's just get right into it. I wanted to start out with the most popular primer. So this is the Secure the Sweat primer, and I feel like there are a lot of different opinions of this primer, so I'm super excited to try it out. By the way, none of this is sponsored, but these products were gifted to me, but I'm not getting paid to do or say anything. So it says that it's a beauty grade sweat-proof, waterproof, and oil-proof primer that locks in the makeup and helps maintain the matte finish by controlling oil and shine for 24 hours. No, sorry, for 12 hours, for 12 hours. So obviously, as you guys know, if you watch me, I don't have oily skin. I have more normal to dry, but I do live in Texas. We have some humid, hot summers. I know it's winter right now, but I wanted to see if this product would work for me, mainly for the sweat, because even if I don't get super oily, I do get real sweaty in the humidity in Texas. I've seen a lot of different reviews on how to use this. Apparently you're not supposed to have too much on your skin, so I did the most basic skincare and I already let it dry. It should be fine. It shouldn't be peeling. Apparently you only use a little dime size amount. You put it on the areas where you don't want to sweat or be oily, and then you pat it in, you let it dry for 1 minute, and then you go in with your foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and do exactly that. I've seen a lot of people use about this much. You're supposed to warm it up and rub it in between your fingers. So I'm gonna warm it up and rub it, and then apparently patting it in is the best way to go. You can use it on the areas that you get oily or all over your face if you get oily everywhere, or if you don't want to get sweaty all over your face. So I'm just gonna put it all over my face. And by the way, that amount that I grabbed covered my entire face really nicely. Right now it feels a little bit of a little bit of a grippy type of creamy primer. And you're supposed to let it dry for 1 minute, so that's what we're gonna do, and I'll be right back. So moving on to the base makeup, today we're gonna be using the Turn Up the Base BB Cream Beauty Blur Balm. I ended up getting the shade Medium 3G Golden, and I've always wanted to try this. I'm super excited about trying this. It says it's a buttery 3-in-1 texture solver that glides and gets to work, transforming the appearance of the skin for the ultimate natural beat, flawless, and soft matte finish. Let's see, what is the amount of coverage? It says medium to full, buildable. By the way, packaging is really cute. I love that it comes in a kind of like a squeezy tube, and then the bottom you just pop it open. So let's start off with maybe this much. That might honestly be way too much, but let's just go ahead and start adding it on little by little. I'm going to blend it out with my BK Beauty A507. So yeah, I think I maybe grabbed way too much product, but it feels kind of like a moussey, creamy texture. So I'm gonna maybe start dotting it, and keep in mind, we are matching the neck. Hopefully this color works out for me. And we're gonna start tapping it in. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start applying it everywhere. So far it is blending out very easily. It feels very lightweight. Keep in mind I am only putting a little bit of product at a time, but it's definitely blending out easily, and I'm getting that soft matte finish right away. Okay, I don't want to waste this much product and keep adding it on, because as I am adding it on, I can tell that my makeup is separating. I've seen people have trouble using the Secure the Sweat primer, and so I tried my best, but I'm getting so much separation. I don't know if you can tell, but I even am getting flakes on my lips from it. This side looks absolutely fine, but then all down here it's already separating. And I just don't think it would be fair. Like, it's literally peeling so much. I just don't think it would be fair to review this whole makeup with the base peeling. So I guess it didn't work out for me. I will definitely keep trying to Secure the Sweat. If you have any tips on how to use this primer, let me know. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take this off, add some moisturizer, and then go back in with this foundation, because this foundation actually looks really, really beautiful. It's just peeling because of that primer. Here's the foundation blended, and I am, like, as a first impression, I am so impressed. I definitely think it gave me more of a medium coverage rather than a full, but I love the way it's sitting on my skin. It is like a satin matte finish, but it doesn't look dry, and I still see a little bit of like my natural glow coming through. It looks beautiful. This shade specifically works perfect if you guys are like my skin tone, but so far I'm super excited to see how this wears with other makeup as well as throughout the day. So next we're going to be trying the concealer, which I'm super excited about. I've heard so many amazing things about it. The Turn Up the Base Concealer. This is the shade Medium 3G. It's supposed to be an all-day wear, do-it-all, medium to full coverage concealer that acts as the most targeted texture solver, gliding on like butter. It does have a cute little tiny doe foot applicator, and let's go ahead and apply it. Oh, okay. I was worried that maybe it would be a little too dark, but I think this actually is going to go really, really well. Very, very golden, almost yellow. It feels very watery, like very like liquidy and lightweight. So I'm going to let it dry for a minute just to see if we can get a little extra coverage, even though I've never tried this before, just because it feels very like liquidy. So far so good. Adding that coverage for sure, and it feels very, very lightweight. I just realized that this actually dries quickly, so don't do what I did and don't let it sit for a minute, because even though it's like liquidy, it is drying quickly now that I think about it, so just keep that in mind. It's so crazy. I did not expect this much coverage for how like lightweight and liquidy it felt. Really, really nice. It feels very lightweight. I'm just like in shock. Nobody ever told me that this concealer was so lightweight and so high coverage. Hopefully it's not drying. A soft matte finish. Waterproof and oil controlling. Okay. Well, this looks really nice. It feels like nothing. It gave me so much coverage. It feels lightweight. It looks beautiful under the eyes. As long as it sets well and it wears well, we're going to be in business. So for powder, this powder foundation is also really nice as just a foundation as it is. But this setting like another foundation is just going to add more coverage. I do have the translucent in a mini size, but I got the pink one. This is like the new one, the ultra pink. I don't know how this shade's going to work out for me, but I'm just excited to try it out. By the way, if you're wondering, this is the full size and this is the mini, if you guys wanted to see the difference. It's called the Ultimate Blurring Setting Powder, and it's described as a finely milled blurring powder for all-day wear, 24-hour shine control, and a soft matte finish. Once the sticker is gone, you still get a sifter, which so happy about that. So I'm going to add some to the cap. Oh my god, you guys. I just realized I didn't have my microphone on the whole time. I hope that wasn't the most horrible thing ever. I'm just thinking about myself editing. I'm gonna hate myself for this. I'm gonna hate myself for this. This is very, very pink. I'm super excited to see how this looks on my skin tone. Oh wow, very brightening and very pink. Okay, I think because it's so brightening, I'm going to set the rest of the face with like the foundation powder. I'm trying to think if I prefer this one or the translucent one. I do think that my concealer was very yellow. So at first when I applied this like pinky powder, it looked a little orange under my eyes, but now that it's like setting, it doesn't look orange anymore and it just looks very brightened. And like, as you guys can see, this powder is just so blurring. So far I really like that. We are looking so matte right now. I'm gonna add a little bit of the One Size Turn Up the Base foundation. This is in the shade Medium 4G, and like I mentioned, I love this foundation. I think it's a great foundation. I love wearing it on its own, but today we are going to set the face with it. And by the way, this on its own as a foundation is not drying, and it wears so beautiful throughout the day. You guys, we are so matte. So far, everything looks great. Everything looks flawless. It is definitely more matte than I'm used to, but if you do have like oily skin, you're probably gonna love this even more. But I'm loving it. Okay, so for the bronzer, I went ahead and got the Bronze and Sculpt Trio. So I got the shade Medium Dark. The shade Medium would have worked for me, but I prefer the undertones of this one better for me. I'm more of an olive undertone, and the colors in this just look fantastic. So by the way, packaging of One Size is always 10 out of 10. This is a pretty big face palette. It does have a really nice mirror, and it does have 3 different shades of bronzer. So on the package, it says that the top shade should be used as an everyday all over bronzer. The middle shade would be a nice warm glow but without shimmer, and then this bottom shade is nice to contour and define. So let's go ahead and do that. Wow, they're so pigmented and creamy. This is the contour shade, this is the warm glow, and then this is the everyday. I mean, you could definitely just use all of them like together, but I just want to do what Patrick says I should do. Let's start doing a little bit. Oh wow, very, very pigmented. Whoops. Extremely pigmented, but let's see if we can like diffuse it. Do you think that that's a nice contour shade? It's definitely a little bit warmer than I'm used to for a contour shade, but it still works. It's just not like super ashy. Clearly because it's like the medium to dark, but it's working, and it's pigmented and it's creamy, and like look at the difference between this cheek and that cheek. Next I'm gonna go into the Everyday Bronzer. This is like my favorite shade just looking at it. I'm gonna try to go in with a light hand because these are pigmented, and I like to tap and then I'll start buffing. Very, very pigmented. Wow. And the formula is just so like buttery and like creamy. Doesn't it kind of look like I'm adding like a cream bronzer? This is really, really nice. So far I'm really liking this. Once I apply it, it looks like I'm adding a lot of product because it's so pigmented, but you guys see how it's like diffusing so easily and just blending out so easily. I'm liking it a lot, and this shade is really, really pretty. It looks so nice and smooth, and again, it's just like melting onto my skin. I was worried that because we look so matte that like things would start looking dry, but this is melting. So then I'm gonna grab the middle shade with a fluffier brush. Not that I need it, but I'll just add more bronzer for the warmth. I really like this product. I like that even though you don't need all these 3 shades, I do like that you get like different options, different tones, a little bit of a different undertone for both, and I definitely think they each, you know, do what they need to do. This is definitely a new favorite. You guys will see me using this because it just looks so like diffused and glam, but like melted onto the skin. Like I feel like I have a cream bronzer on right now, which is awesome. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the blush. So this is like a similar situation, but it does have a cream blush in it. So it's called the Cheek Clapper 3D Blush Trio, and it does come in similar packaging, just in a beautiful pinky shade. I picked out the shade Fat Ass. It does have that really nice mirror, and as you guys can see, it has a cream with a nice protector case, powder, and then a, I guess this powder is a matte powder, and then we get like a blush topper slash highlighter. So that is what that looks like. So, so pretty. I'm so excited to put this on. So obviously we do have a lot of powder on right now, but we're just gonna test out this formula over powder. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of the cream. I think I'm going to tap a little bit on the back of my hand and then tap it on the cheeks. Such a pretty shade. Okay, so far going on really, really nicely. I'm going in with such a light hand, by the way. Don't think that this is the pigment. It definitely is very pigmented, but I'm just grabbing the smallest amount because we do have powder already. As you guys can see, it has like a natural, a little dewy finish, and it's not separating anything under, so I'm super happy about that. This powder looks very, very pigmented, so I'm gonna go in with the lightest hand just to set it. And again, I'm just going to pat, tap, tap, tap. Okay, I love this shade. It's giving cold girl, isn't it? Yeah, very pigmented. It's setting that cream blush really, really nicely. Again, no issues, and now we're getting very, very rosy, and I'm loving it. I definitely think this shade is really pretty. You guys know how I feel about highlighter. I don't usually apply highlighter on my face. but I'll do just like the tiniest bit of this for the sake of the video. I'm just gonna grab it on the same brush and just do a little bit of like a topper, not like a highlighter, but just like a topper, like that. And it's just adding, oh, that's actually really pretty. Okay, I was worried that it was gonna look like too shimmery, but it's not. It's actually not super like glittery. That's actually adding a really pretty glow. I know we like look so blush right now, but it'll all come together. That's really pretty. I'm really happy with that as well. And I actually, can you guys believe that I actually like the glow? It's a pretty glow. It doesn't look textured. It doesn't look too harsh. That's really pretty. Alrighty guys, so I added a little bit of bronzer on the eyes as like eyeshadow because we're gonna try out some of their eyeliners and mascara. I want a tight line first, so I'm excited to try this out. I've heard so many people rave about just his eyeliners in general. The Point Made Waterproof Gel Eyeliner Pencil, I got the shade Black. And you guys know I love tight lining my lash line, but I hate when it like transfers. So I hope that this one doesn't transfer. It is waterproof, long wear, ultra pigmented. Oh yeah, okay. Very black, very creamy. Wow, very creamy. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of tight lining. I love doing this because it makes your eyelashes look thicker, and I just hate the way it looks without eyeliner, if I'm being honest. So far, so good. As you guys can see, I'm not even like grabbing my eye up. I love when a product is just so creamy that it just applies itself. You don't have to like force it. So I'm gonna let this sit and see if it transfers while we do a little winged eyeliner. I've heard people say it's like their holy grail, so I'm excited to try this out. It's a Point Made Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner Pen. Again, I did get the shade Black, and it is waterproof, long wear, ultra pigmented, and it does come in the pink, or no, red packaging. Oh, it's a felt tip. Okay, not gonna lie, I usually prefer a brush tip, but I trust Patrick, so I don't think this will do me wrong. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do a little winged eyeliner and just see how it goes. Hopefully it's like easy to use. I am blown away by the formula. It's so black, it's matte, it's pigmented. The applicator itself is fine. I still prefer a brush applicator, but I will say for a felt tip, pretty good. If this wears nicely, this is amazing because, like I said, I prefer a brush tip, but the formula itself is stunning. Impressed so far, just looks so good. So if you do like a felt tip, this is really nice. As far as the eyeliner goes, I am not getting transfer on my bottom lash line. So right now I'm loving it. It does seem like they are transfer proof, waterproof. Right now I'm loving it. Obviously we'll see with the wear test, but so far so good. So good. I'm excited to try out this mascara because I actually don't hear anybody talking about it. This is the Fantasize mascara. It's the ultimate lifting and lengthening mascara. I did get the shade Black. The packaging is really cute. It is nice and shiny and red. This wand just looks incredible. It is a rubber wand. So I'm gonna quickly curl my lashes and we'll see what this baby is made of. I love a good like rubber wand with spikies. Already I am getting a lot of length and separation. And the formula seems to be kind of like in the middle. It doesn't seem too thick or too watery, which is actually a really nice like point for me. It's giving a lot of length, a lot of separation, and it looks really pretty. Hopefully the second coat gives more volume. The first coat is done and we're starting off really strong. A lot of length, a lot of separation. Right now I'm feeling really good about it. So let's go ahead and do the second coat. And yeah, hopefully we get a little bit more volume, but I will say just for one coat, this mascara looks so nice so far. And keep in mind that we do have a pretty thick eyeliner and my eyelashes are still poppin'. Wow, you guys, this mascara is so nice. It definitely gave a little bit of everything. I think it's definitely more lengthening and separating than volumizing, but I still think that it does give, I mean, it provides a really good amount of volume. I mean, this is so nice. My eyelashes are so like defined and lifted. This is really nice. I really like this mascara. Hopefully it wears well, but like, do we see this? All right, wow, this is going so well, you guys. I knew that I could trust Patrick, though, I really did. Okay, so let's finish out with the lips. I do have a lip liner as well as a lip product, so let's do the lip liner first. These are called the Lip Snatcher Precision Lip Filler Pencil. I got the shade Out of Line. It's supposed to be a waterproof, ultra pigmented, creamy texture pencil. Awesome. I did not know it was going to be waterproof. I do love a pencil that is a wooden pencil. This is the packaging. and this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna take off my lip balm and let's go ahead and try this out. It's like a pinky nudie shade. All right, so let's go ahead and put this on the lips. All right, right off the bat, clearly pigmented. Creamy, but not overly creamy. And you guys know I like that. I like when it's a little bit waxy, because you know it's gonna last. And if this is waterproof, then this might be my new favorite. Okay, so far I really like it. The shade is really nice, and like I said, it's gliding on. Should we just like fill it all in? It says that you can fill in your whole lips with it. The shade is really, really pretty actually. As you guys can see, it looks like a matte lipstick, and it's not super like slippy. I definitely see how this would last all day, which I love, and this just looks really pretty as like a lip color. So love this so far. Obviously these are first impressions, but so far so good. And then for the lips, I have the Lip Snatcher Velvet Flex Cream Cushion Gloss Lip Duo. I picked up the shade Joella Puss. So it's essentially like a liquid lipstick and a gloss. Wow, okay, packaging from One Size is a 10 out of 10. So first let's go ahead and do the Velvet Flex Cream. It does have like a little triangle applicator, and it smells really nice, kind of like cupcakes. And this shade, it's definitely more of like a pinky peachy type shade. It feels nice. It feels like kind of like a velvety liquid lipstick. So far it feels nice. It doesn't feel like super drying or anything like that. And that's a beautiful shade on its own. I would leave it like this, but I'll try out the gloss just for you guys, but I prefer a lip like this. And then for the gloss, it's very like glittery and glossy, and this is the applicator. It's like a little spatula. Here is the gloss. Very glossy. So let's go ahead and top this off. Gloss is nice, medium consistency. Not sticky, smells nice, nothing too heavy or too thin. Okay. I know I was hating on the lip gloss, but it's actually a really, really pretty lip combo. And all those shimmers, like on my lips, it doesn't look super glittery, but I can tell that all those shimmers are just creating so much light reflection, and it feels really nice. Oh my gosh, I was hating on the gloss, but this looks really, really good. Alrighty guys, so this is the final look. I'm very impressed with all the products that I tried. Other than like the primer, everything worked out really, really, really well. I think the makeup looks amazing. I even like the shimmer on my cheeks because it's not like an annoying amount of shimmer. It's like a nice glow. And the eyelashes are popping, the eyeliner's popping, the lips are popping, everything's popping. Super happy with it. I will show it to you in natural light. First impressions, I'm very impressed. This is just such a beautiful line. Hopefully it wears well, but as of right now, very impressed. I will, of course, give you guys a little wear test and show you guys what this looks like at night. But you guys, so far, consider me impressed. It's a little bit of a gloomy day, but I'm in front of my front door, and this is what the makeup looks like with natural lighting. So good, so good. Hey guys, so it has officially been almost 8 hours, and I did change the lip because I was filming, but this is what the makeup looks like. I have a rash on my hand. Let's not talk about it. Anyways, because I was freaking out over the rash on my hand, I got a little teary-eyed, and I have to say the concealer actually held up really, really well. Even the eyeliner, you guys, I was literally like low-key crying a little bit, and the eyeliner has not smudged, or the liquid liner. Like both eyeliners are really, really nice. Definitely like waterproof, smudge proof, everything. The makeup looks really nice. The foundation looks beautiful. The blush, everything, even the mascara. And again, I was crying a little, and the mascara is not even waterproof, and it looks amazing. So overall, super, super impressed with everything that I tried. Yeah, I will link everything down below. I hope that this video was helpful. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.